Hey kids, it's me, Dad. This is Gaming with Dad show. Today we are looking at Isle of Jura fishing trip. But before you do that, I know the graphic just came up saying, hey, like, subscribe, ring that bell, leave a comment below because it's good for the YouTube algorithm and everything. But please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you aren't already. So, we are trying to determine if this game is worth it. So, be a master of fishing. Meet the locals and get your tools. Sit down or stand and wait for pike, salmon, and other smaller or bigger fish to swallow the hook. Show everyone your trophies. Catch fish and artifacts with a fishing net or a suitable rod. So, originally released March 24th, 2023. Single system sports simulation training study. Oh, Red Deer Games. Actually, I shouldn't sigh like that because I've already played a little bit of this. It's just with Red Deer, we have had some doozies. Rated E for everyone. Supports all of the play modes. The file size is going to be 572 megabytes. And you can play this game in English, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, and simplified Chinese. So if you don't speak one of those, you're not going to be able to play it. Now, I know I bought this game like 2 hours ago for $1.99. But according to the website, it's $13.99 right now. So that's what we're going to base the value of this game on. And as y'all know, I like to don't really consider a game a good value until you've got it down to at least $1 an hour. Kind of scared me looking at my Knights of the Old Republic. I've been playing that one way past that value point. So we are going to go on ahead and continue here and everything, just because it's easier that way. When you sorry, I've got a call coming in here, and my capture just crashed. Actually, no, it didn't crash. It moved over to one side. So hold that thought. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So when you first start off, your grandfather's passed away. You are headed to an island to finish a story or part of your graduate degree. Oh god. Graphically. So just a second. You've got big empty house here that you can't get into. It's the graphics are oddly janky. I'm not gonna lie. And the camera is really, really floaty and everything. It does kind of have a Wind Waker-esque look to it, but like I'm not moving the camera. I have zero camera control. But when you first start out, you have a net that you can catch stuff while you're standing in the shallows. And oh, let's try that again. And you kind of have to, you press R to start fishing, and wait for a fish to appear. So yeah, oh, there it is. Now, I might be having just a little bit of a problem because I'm playing this on my computer screen. And there we go. Oh look, I caught a sea snail. Then after you go and catch some fish, you get to sell them by a fishing rod, where you are waiting for the fish to bite the bobber, and then you kind of work to reel in your fish. So, quickly, graphically, it's not great. It's not as janky as that last fishing game I had that on the show. That was part of a retro games bundle. I'm not even sure if that was Red Deer. Oh, look! I caught a 15.5-pound cod. That's an impressively sized cod. Okay. You know what? I have not been up here yet. So, or maybe I have. You want fish in the water? Oh. I need the fly rod. Ah, visitor. Yes, you play Alex. So, what do I think of the graphics? Everybody has the same dead-eyed stare from hell. And it has the Sims talking voice, but we'll get into that with audio. The textures are pretty simple and everything. I'm going to give it a 14. Okay, so I managed to find somebody to give artifacts to. Yay. No, it's not going to let me use it. No, well, not yet, at least. So, yeah, 14. Sounds. Altogether, not horrible. I'm not a big fan of... Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm not a fan of the gibberish speech. I don't like it in Animal Crossing. I don't like it in... The Sims. I just do not care for it one tiny bit. Now, what is the purpose of this game if you're like me and have way too much time invested in Animal Crossing? Can't you just fish there? Well, yeah, but look, a jellyfish. Now, I'd have to go swimming and diving for that in Animal Crossing. But I didn't catch a sea bass, or as Animal Crossing likes to point out, a C+. It is a little bit different. It's a different experience. And it's a different price point. The Animal Crossing price point is actually well worth it. That game is a definite 20, because if my goal is $1 an hour, we are talking tenths of pennies at this point an hour. So altogether, it's just a nice peaceful game. But we need to talk about sound. I forgot about that. Sounds. There's light background music that is just, oh, you can hear it. It's minimalistic. Mostly you get like the sound of the ocean or the sound of the bobber. And you do need the sound of the bobber, because that's the only indication that you have, besides the visual, that it's gone or it's gone down. Just like when you're catching fish with the net, you hear the bubbles. So, altogether, actually, if it wasn't for the gibberish talking, I'd give this a 17. The gibberish talking is going to bring it down to a 15. So we'll just go on ahead and say, yeah, it's a 29 right now. Controls. Believe it or not, the controls are pretty good, actually. I mean, it is a fishing game. This is about as simple a concept as what you can get. Haddock. Almost a 20-pound haddock. Damn. That's a big haddock. That's a lot of haddock. So, one of the things we're talking about gameplay here because the controls I am going to give overall a 17. That brings us to 45. Gameplay. So gameplay suffers in so far as you can't control the camera. Like, I would absolutely love being able to go backward or be behind Alex right now. But I can't. So I'm just happening to fight the camera here just a little bit. So it's got something in common with basically every N64 game. Here's the person that's going to buy my fish. Oh, God. Oh. So that's what deep wells of black soul look like. Oh, God. That was horrifying. It's simplistic. It's repetitive. It's fishing. All fishing games are going to be like this. So the question is, what's the experience of fishing like? Well, you're not mashing the A button like Animal Crossing. You are working on... You do have to balance with the R button. Okay. Okay. I am pressing R. What are you telling me here? Oh, Jesus. That is some really frustrating. I caught a minnow, and that was very difficult to catch the minnow. It defied gravity and went up the fishing or the well. Okay, yeah, that's difficult. Overall gameplay, though, you know what? I'll give it a 16. It's it's good. It's not great. It's good. So 61 right now. But did not want to fall in the water there. So now we get to value. I know I bought this at $1.99. But if it's not going to be available at $1.99 and you're going to pay the 14, we are so going to have that conversation about what's this worth at $14. At which point I'm going to say a 10. Ooh, I caught an antique bottle. I was hoping for booze. Because what's fishing without booze? Yeah, it's... You know what? I'll give it a 12. So that's a 74. Now, at $1.99, which I know I bought it at. How I managed to do that, I don't know yet. But I would give it a very solid 15 at $1.99. Actually, no, I'll give it an 18 at $1.99. I mean, there's good variety of fishing techniques that you have to get used to. You have the more traditional up, down, one. You have some things that you have to do when you're doing the fly fishing. It's neat. So yeah, 79 if you can figure out how I bought it for $1.99. Otherwise, it's a 72. Fly fishing is tough. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, go on ahead. If you want a fishing game, I'd still say get Animal Crossing. But if you don't want to have to deal with all the island management and collecting fruit and learning recipes and all that, this is a nice, peaceful game that, while not as pretty as some others, it isn't horrible, and you know what? It kind of gets the job done. And there's enough variety to maybe make it worth the effort. So, with that said, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye!
A few moments later.
Hey kids, quick addendum. After you buy weights, you can actually talk to the boat captain and he'll take you out fishing for deep sea. So I'm going to go on ahead and add an extra 2 points to both scores. So whatever that was. I think that ended up being like a 70. That'll make it a 74 and an 80. if I remember correctly. But thanks. Bye-bye. Ooh, gotta get this one in. Get it in. Look at that. I caught a lobster. Woohoo. So, here's a video and a subscribe link. Make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, like, comment, all that goodness. Thank you.